We're going live. Hello, everybody. Marcus is getting ready.
Yeah, I don't normally work in this room, so.
Okay, so okay, I'm gonna start talking in Italian, okay? Ok, ciao a tutti, benvenuti su questa diretta su Bridges of Light. Sono molto onorata di presentarvi Marcus Day per la prima volta su Bridges of Light. Sono felicissima di essere qui con lui. Probabilmente molti di voi lo conoscono già. Chi non lo conosce, Marcus mi diceva che è un medium da più di 20 anni. Ha un suo canale che si chiama The Medium Wave of Marcus Days, correct?
Yeah,
That's your platform, right? Ok.
Yeah.
Sì, e poi sono molti anni, lui ha studiato all'Arthur Findlay College, ovviamente, e sono molti anni che lui fa fa dirette online e sono veramente molto seguite, quindi sono molto felice di averlo qui. So I said that you have a platform, your own platform, that is more than 20 years, that maybe 30, maybe, something like 30?
20
years. 20 years, okay. 20 years.
You can change if you want.
Okay, whatever. No, we stay glued to the truth, okay? We stay pinned to the truth. Yeah. So, allora, sto traducendo, sono 20 anni che fa il medium, ha studiato all'Arthur Findlay College e per la prima volta, I said that I'm very honored and I'm pleased to have you here for the first time on Bridges of Light, and we hope that you will come some other times. That's an invitation. And, sorry?
If I'm invited again, let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. Allora lui dice se sono invitato, perché prima vediamo come va e poi dopo vediamo che cosa succede. Ok, so we have people from Cork. You know Cork? Yeah, Brian O'Callaghan is a dear friend of mine, and so hello Gaetano. Gaetano is the founder and the owner of the platform. Ciao Gaetano. He's saying good evening, Sara Verderi and Marcus. Very nice to see you. Yeah. Daniela. So we have lots of people. Okay, let me check here. Yes, you will be invited again for sure.
We shall see.
Buonasera. Let's see how it goes. Okay, allora, so you wanna say something at the beginning just to introduce yourself, your practice, and whatever. By the way, I wanted to tell you that this platform is very fond of mediumship. So we have a lot of mediums here, and so it's a very hot topic for us, you know.
That's good. So, a friendly place.
Ok, sì. Gli ho detto che siamo una piattaforma molto portata per la medianità, quindi è un posto molto favorevole per lui, molto piacevole. Ok.
So, good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for welcoming me onto your platform. It's always an honor to work for the spirit people, those people that have moved to the next life, but to be invited onto someone else's platform. I'm very grateful, and I'm looking forward to speaking with you this evening.
Ok, allora vi ringrazio molto, ho detto che è un onore lavorare sia per le persone che ci sono oltre il velo, per gli spiriti, il mondo degli spiriti e anche per delle persone che sono estremamente spirituali e che sono qui con noi, quindi è molto onorato anche lui. Thank you Marcus, we're very happy.
Thank you, prego. So for me, when Sarah invited me to join and gave me this opportunity, I thought it was appropriate that I speak about what we might call the miracle of spirit communication, because even though I've been aware of spirit people since I was a small boy, I still find it amazing that we find that we leave this world and find ourselves somewhere else where life is so real and it continues, and we meet family and friends and loved ones. And so I still find it absolutely amazing even after all this time, and it does feel like something of a miracle.
Allora lui dice che fin da piccolo ha sempre sentito le persone che gli parlavano dall'altro mondo, dall'aldilà, e che per lui quindi è sempre stata una cosa molto, lui è sempre stato molto in contatto, però quando io l'ho invitato lui ha pensato di dare questo nome, il miracolo della comunicazione tra gli spiriti, perché anche di là c'è molta vita. E quindi è molto intenso, è molto bello vedere quando noi andiamo di là che c'è una grandissima vita, che possiamo incontrare ancora la famiglia, gli amici e tutte le persone care.
Okay. And then at this time now, I've come to realize, or for some time, that there is no such thing as miracles. There are only things that are able to happen within universal law and nature. But as humble human beings, we find the miraculous because we haven't yet manifested the consciousness to realize that they are actual ordinary processes that are available to us.
Quando poi a un certo punto noi cominciamo a diventare più consci di noi stessi, quello che noi chiamiamo miracolo, perché in realtà non siamo consapevoli che ci sono delle leggi di natura che stanno dentro di noi e che sono anche delle leggi dell'universo. Prima di diventare consapevoli di queste cose che accadono nell'universo, noi li chiamiamo miracoli. Quando poi invece cominciamo a diventare consapevoli e a conoscere queste leggi, cominciamo a pensare che sono semplicemente cose che accadono. Quindi da miracolo diventano cose che accadono e che possono accadere. And that can happen if a person develops himself, you know, in the knowledge of everything what you have inside and what you have outside.
One thing that I wanted to mention, and I will do obviously a demonstration of mediumship this evening and try and bring contacts to some people here. But before I do that, I just want to say that for me, it's almost an art being a medium, because you can start to feel the power within you of your own spirit through practice. And then you're touched by the power of someone else's spirit, and it's how you respond to that power. And it's almost like singing a song. It's almost like painting a painting. And as you allow yourself to be free with wherever that information takes you, then beautiful things can happen far beyond anything that you might have thought to ask that person, but allow the intelligence of the spirit to flow through you in a healing and uplifting way.
Allora lui dice che quando per lui è una forma d'arte questa, è come cantare, come dipingere, perché è proprio un flusso. Quando lui espande il suo spirito, e comunque lo dice in generale, non solo lui, dice è proprio un movimento di espandere il proprio spirito e essere toccati dallo spirito di altre persone e sentire proprio il potere di questa cosa che accade. E quando questa cosa accade diventa proprio come cantare una canzone, muovere una danza, dipingere un quadro, e accadono le guarigioni e si è trasportati in un flusso in cui ci si abbandona, e attraverso questo abbandono questo flusso continua, ed è veramente una danza, è veramente come dipingere un quadro. Very beautiful, very poetical. Yeah.
And I think that we find that whether we are healers, and of course mediumship is healing, and it should be, and if it isn't, then it's not real. Then
Okay.
if we are healers, if we're doing any kind of spiritual work, to learn to be able to allow that power to move through us and manifest whatever it's there to do at that time, to me is the best thing that we can learn, to get ourselves out of the way and be an instrument to that intelligence. So that's what I intend to do this evening.
Allora lui prima di adesso farà anche delle dimostrazioni pubbliche, quindi dirà anche chi si sta presentando, e sta dicendo che per lui è molto importante che la medianità sia collegata alla guarigione, perché comunque sono due concetti che vanno molto vicini. E adesso mi sono un po' persa perché il concetto era molto articolato, però diceva che se non c'è questo collegamento tra medianità e guarigione, allora non c'è la medianità, perché comunque è un lasciarsi prendere da questo flusso, entrare in contatto, lasciarsi toccare da qualcosa di più grande, da uno spirito più grande, e quindi avvengono le guarigioni. That's beautiful.
Thank you to the person who said I got a beautiful voice.
Allora, grazie a una persona che ha detto che hai una bellissima voce, che aspetta, vediamo un attimo.
I have a face for radio.
Ha detto che lui ha una bellissima voce e una faccia da radio, intendendo dire che non sono proprio così, ma this is not true. You're an handsome guy. Oh, come on.
Yeah. So I do feel the urge to begin doing a demonstration. I'm sure we could speak for much longer, but I'm sure people would like to hear from their loved ones.
Sì, one second. Okay. No, ha detto che... Sorry?
Maybe just ask if there's anyone who's not seen mediumship before.
Ah sì, allora, dunque lui ha detto che adesso sente l'urgenza di cominciare a canalizzare. Se c'è qualcuno che, anche perché gli piacerebbe parlare molto, però probabilmente le persone desiderano sentire qualche cosa. There are some people that is writing you that they saw you and they follow you on your platform, even if they don't understand English. So they don't understand what you're talking about, but they like to follow you anyway. So tonight, anyway, tonight maybe they can be, they can understand something if I can. Anyway, comunque, a girl says, Roberta says, I feel at home when you talk. Oh, Roberta, yeah, she's lovely. So Fabrizio says, yes, medianity and mediumship and healings are the faces of the same coin. Faces of the same coin. Yeah, and you're fantastic, Marcus Day. I love your accent. So, okay, so they are very... Okay, there's a question. So the people that arrives, who are they? They are entities, generical entities, or they're relatives?
The only way the contact between me and people I'm talking to will work is it has to be through love. There has to be an emotional connection. So it will be family and friends. And if they don't, and the evidence, the information would be evidence that, wow, I recognize my mom, I recognize my father, I recognize my friend. So it'll only work if there's an emotional connection. So we're not going to get like Michael Jackson or Elvis or, Pavarotti or something, unless somebody's related to them, that's the only way it works.
Ok, allora lui dice che quando l'unico modo per ricevere veramente una persona è attraverso l'amore, quindi è sicuramente una persona di famiglia, e soprattutto anche quando danno evidenze è chiaro che una persona attraverso l'evidenza può riconoscere, quindi può dire wow è mia mamma, wow è mio papà, insomma. Quindi sicuramente sono persone di famiglia. Allora, lui diceva se c'era qualcuno che non ha mai ricevuto una canalizzazione. There's a lady that says she's my first time. Her name is Rosaria Paolone.
Good evening, Rosaria. And so what we'll do, we'll start if that's okay. Because there's quite a few people here and I can't actually see who's here because everyone's just called Facebook user to me. What I would do is if I have a message for you, you should have a little vibration in your chair or wherever you're sat, then you should levitate 6 or 7 inches off your chair.
Okay. Do I have to translate that?
I wish to get there, do it. I wish that was true.
Ok, ha detto che quando uno riceve una canalizzazione da lui comincia a lievitare praticamente di 6-7 centimetri dalla sedia, sente una piccola vibrazione e poi comincia a lievitare, quindi se uno sta cominciando a lievitare vuol dire che riceve una canalizzazione. Ok.
What we'll do, I wish that was true. What we'll do is I'll start to give my mind mentally to feel, sense, see and hear the people that have taken that journey we call death. And then I will describe a few bits of specific information. Someone should recognize what I'm saying. It might be more than one person, but what I ask is that people type yes, 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 see, if they understand everything or 99% of what I'm saying, and then we'll, if it's all right with you, invite them on and I'll speak to them.
Ok, allora adesso lui si connette e dice che le persone che si presentano lui comunque le descriverà e dirà come sono, eccetera. Allora, quello che lui desidera e chiede da voi è che se una persona si riconosce al 99% in quello che lui sta dicendo, scriva o yes, 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 oppure sì, sì, sì. Ok, come volete, di modo che andiamo poi a prendere le persone, vediamo se corrispondono a loro.
It's easier than me and you trying to read lots of information, because then we can focus on who it might be. All right, so everybody listen carefully. I'm very much aware of a man that was taken from his house on a stretcher with the ambulance. And I know this man to be father to somebody here. And I know that he had a stroke.
Okay.
And that's what happened to him at home before he was taken.
Allora, c'è un uomo qui che è stato portato via in barella dall'ambulanza, è un uomo che è il papà di qualche persona che c'è qua. Lui ha avuto un attacco di cuore, quindi un infarto in casa prima che l'ambulanza fosse chiamata.
And I know very much that he talks to me about you having 2 siblings. So I know he has 3 children in the lifetime, or the person I need to speak to has 2 siblings.
Okay. Here? Amici? Parenti?
Yeah.
Parenti?
Yeah.
Parenti, ok.
Parenti.
Ok, parenti, sì. Allora, ha 3 figli, dovrebbe avere, 3 figli e 2 parenti qua. Allora, non chiedete, there's somebody who's writing, does he have mustache? Ok, don't ask any questions. No, because we're not gonna, no.
I do know that he worked with boats in his lifetime at one point.
Ha lavorato con le
fishing boats, I see cargo boats, but small fishing boats. So I know that this would have had a connection to his life.
Okay.
And I also know that we've got the name of like Francis or Frank or something like this. That kind of name that has a strong connection, not necessarily his name, but connecting strongly to the family. And somebody has a ring. Oh, somebody has a gold-colored ring, and it's got a flat stone in the top, which looks like a dark red color, that will have a connection to him as well.
Allora, lui nella vita ha lavorato con le barche da pesca, è collegato con un nome tipo Franco, Francis o qualcosa di questo tipo. E dunque c'è una donna che ha un anello d'oro con una pietra colorata, lui indica questo dito, e questa pietra è un rosso scuro, dark red, right? Dark red stone.
Yeah. Rosso scuro, d'oro.
Rosso scuro, sì.
Maria Grazie Greco is saying CCC.
Irene sì. Irene Munteanu sì. E Maria Grazia Greco, sì.
Maria. I don't know if Maria, if you want to invite her on, but if not, I'll start talking to her because I do feel connected to Maria straight away. And can I just ask, Maria should understand that if
è Maria comunque, ragazze. Maria Grazia Greco, è lei. Sì, ok.
Sì.
Ok, go on, sorry.
If I am with Maria, she should understand that her father had terrible problems with one of his legs or nearly lost his leg at one point.
Allora, suo padre potrebbe aver avuto un problema alle gambe oppure aver quasi perso una gamba. But Maria says, no, my father Franco, but no ships.
Okay.
No ship.
Is there anybody in the family that works with boats or there's been a strong connection to fishing boats?
Allora, c'è qualcuno, Maria Grazia, nella famiglia che ha avuto una grande connessione con le barche o qualcuno nella famiglia, magari non lui? Il problema alla gamba è stato grave comunque, l'ha quasi persa.
There's a picture of this man when he's young, looking very handsome, wearing a sailor's hat. So I know that he must have been in the, a sailor.
Ok, allora c'è una foto con questo uomo che ha un cappello, è un uomo molto bello, una foto di quando era giovane, ha un cappello un po' spostato così, è un cappello da marinaio. Maria Grazia says no.
Okay.
No fishing boats.
Yeah, saw that. Okay, does anybody else feel they understand this at this time as I've given it so far?
C'è qualcun altro che invece pensa che sia un suo parente, questa persona? Ok, there's I don't know, a guy, she said, my grandpa was a sailor. Ok, Sara Luciano.
Is that the only thing she understands, or does she understand more?
Ok, Sara Luciano è l'unica cosa che ti risuona oppure anche le altre, oppure c'è qualcos'altro? She said, I don't know anything about the Redstone, but he has more than 3 kids.
Okay, that's not where I am then. That's not where I am.
No,
So let's just go
allora,
this again.
okay.
We've got a gentleman here in the spirit world who gives me the strongest feeling of being a father emotionally. I know that he passes to the spirit world what feels like August. I know I've got an August passing. He has a stroke. And I know I have terrible problems with his legs and his digestive system. He has quite a few things going on here. And there's a photo of him as a younger man where he's wearing this dark navy uniform. So I know that there's a connection to boats through that way, but also we can talk about seeing fishing boats in the lifetime as being important. He has 3 children. So I know whoever I need to speak to will recognize they've got 2 siblings, and there's the Doro with the
Ok,
dark
allora,
red stuff.
ok, Rosaria says, my uncle is dead. He has 3 kids in the military, in the military marine. But yeah, okay, and Rosaria, and what's the name of the girl? Oh yes, she's the lady, right? I know, but his name was Angelo. No, so it's not. His name is not Angelo.
I didn't say anything about I said that there's a name like Frank.
C'è un nome che si chiama Franco, potrebbe non essere il suo.
Somewhere to the family.
Ok, è morto in agosto, quindi è andato via ad agosto, aveva problemi al cuore, ha avuto un infarto, aveva problemi alle gambe e aveva un forte problema alle gambe e aveva anche dei problemi digestivi.
Someone must recognize it, otherwise I'm going to have to try and look for you. I feel the person I need to speak to has got quite bad problems in their lower spine, in their coccyx area, and the lower spine, and like sciatic pain, which is causing them problems.
Allora, la persona con cui deve parlare probabilmente ha avuto un problema alla schiena e soprattutto nella parte del coccige. Do you think he's in this age, or maybe it's a bit behind, more behind? I don't know. I'm just
no, I know that he wants to speak to somebody here.
That's his father.
If somebody can understand most of it, as father or grandfather, then I'm happy to speak to them and see if it is for them.
Maria Grazia, she said he died for a stroke, but in November.
Ask her if the birthday is in August.
Il compleanno è ad agosto?
The stroke was in August.
O se l'infarto. No, l'infarto è a novembre. Allora, se il compleanno è ad agosto. Maria Grazia.
tough, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
What I'll do for the next
She
one, I'll
said
go
no.
directly.
Okay.
The next one, I'm going to go directly to somebody.
Allora, niente, siccome non l'abbiamo riconosciuto, passiamo a un altro.
What we'll do as well is we could, if somebody wants to come live, then I will do them an aura reading and see who I have for them. You're very welcome to bring someone live. But
altrimenti...
it's a shame, isn't it?
Sorry?
This is a shame that we can't find the right person.
Right.
And there's only 100 people, so you think someone would understand it. All right, what we'll do is, it's a great shame if somebody in a moment decide, oh, hang on, what's this?
That someone is ringing. This guy that is ringing, who wants to talk.
Yeah, it's for me.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to politely ask to get somebody else, and then what I'll do is, it's up to, do you feel like bringing somebody live or not? It's entirely up to you.
Yes, we could do, but not just the reading. I mean, if there's some other person that wants to talk, we can
Okay.
go to another one. Yeah, the next
one.
Yeah,
I'll do the same again, and we'll go from there. But hey, there's no what's the word? There's no guarantees in mediumship, right? So somebody should understand this man and recognize him.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on then. Let's move on.
Because they're just making a bit of confusion. My name was okay.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. Come on then, spirit. Come on then. Okay. So I know very much that I've got a man here in the spirit world that smoked. He was only in his 40s, mid-40s when he passes to the spirit world. And I know that we've got a very quick passing, and there's a feeling of there being like a trauma to his head. And I feel like he's not at home when this happens. I know I can feel a bit of a mustache and a little bit unshaven as well.
Ok, allora c'è un uomo che è morto più o meno verso, it was about 40 years old, something like that.
40 to 45, 45, I think, yeah.
Sì, 45, una cosa così, 40-45. Allora fumava, aveva i baffi, era un po', sì, aveva un po' di barbetta qua, ok, ed è morto fuori casa per un colpo, ha preso un colpo alla testa.
I know he has a sister. I know he has a sister he's making reference to.
Allora, ha una sorella a cui si sta riferendo.
And I know very much that, just give me one second. At some point in his life, there's a strong connection to decorating and painting, or somebody in the family does decorating and painting. You know, like
allora,
painting houses.
Yeah. A un certo punto della sua vita lui ha cominciato, faceva decorazioni o pittura in casa, oppure qualcuno della famiglia che faceva decorazione e pittura. È morto molto velocemente comunque.
I have to say, it gives me the overwhelming feeling of taking responsibility for his own passing. That somehow it's his own fault or by his own hand. That's why.
Allora, la sensazione molto forte che sta arrivando a Marcus è che lui si sente di dire che è stata sua responsabilità il morire, è stata colpa sua di essere morto. It's fault. Oh my God. Yeah.
So if anybody feels they recognize this so far, just please type yes, CCC.
Ok, c'è qualcuno che riconosce qualcuno del genere? I can tell you that it could be my grandpa, but you know.
Really?
It could be. Yeah. It could
well,
be.
It could be.
It could be.
Is anybody replying?
No.
Okay.
Okay. he said, Ornella says, Ornella Emanuele says, my son, but he was not 45.
How old was he?
Quanti anni aveva Ornella? Otherwise, there's a girl
Would it be
that
close to
says,
that, or 45 now?
quanti anni avrebbe? Allora, adesso quanti anni avrebbe? Or otherwise there's Maria Teresa Russo that says, maybe my brother.
No, this guy definitely wasn't 23. This guy was definitely older.
Allora, non è... What about Maria Teresa? My brother, maybe. My brother, perhaps.
No, this guy was definitely in his 40s. We got nobody who understands this.
Yeah, it's amazing. He says, is he bald? Somebody's asking, is he bald?
No. El Calvo. No.
Allora,
hair.
Dark hair. Allora, capelli neri, capelli scuri. Allora, Anna Maria Venturini says, my boyfriend died for a stroke, in heart attack, a stroke, in November 2017. My boyfriend.
Yeah, that's not what this is. I find it's a real shame that nobody can recognize either of these people. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to...
È davvero un peccato che non dice... È veramente un peccato che nessuno li sta riconoscendo. Ma prima ha detto, a volte succede nella medianità che non è una garanzia.
The only problem I've got is going directly to people is I haven't got people's names. It just says Facebook user.
I know. Because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to...
It's okay. Let me have a look. Let me just have a look on my phone. Hang on. It's a shame, isn't it? I apologize to everybody that this is how it's going.
Ok, lui si scusa, ma dice è un peccato, si scusa, ma... Allora, io vi dico, io vedo le dirette di lui, ci sono anche 800 persone a volte, 850, ed è una raffica di cose una dietro l'altra, quindi è veramente curioso che nessuno riconosca le persone.
Let me ask a question. Do we still have Silvana? No, Silvana. Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah.
Silvana.
Serrallo.
Silvana Serrallo.
Yeah. If she's still here, can you just ask her? Has she ever been in a position where there was a man in her family that needed lots of care and looking after, and she wanted to be involved with that but wasn't able to do it all herself?
Allora, a Silvana, questa Silvana, dunque è capitato che è successo che nella sua famiglia ci fosse un uomo che avesse tanto bisogno di cure e quindi fosse non autosufficiente, e che lei avrebbe voluto tanto essere coinvolta in questa cosa e invece non le è stato possibile.
See, this is why it's easier when I bring people live so I can talk to them. So
okay, you want to invite somebody?
Yeah.
Ok, allora io vi metto nella chat. Ok. No, aspetta,
I was just trying to pick somebody off the feed, and that was just somebody that I felt connected to. But I don't mind who you bring on.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Allora, c'è qualcuno che vuole... Ah, Silvana, yes, my father. Silvana, yes, my father.
So she understands this, okay?
Yeah.
And also, there's a feeling where, as much as Silvana might have family, she's felt very alone for a while, and that she at one point decided she might try and look into finding and contacting some of her family she's never known. That's been a thought.
Ok, allora praticamente lui chiede a Silvana se può essere vero che lei si è sentita, anche se era in famiglia, che si è sentita sola all'interno della sua famiglia. And the second thought is that she
might look into finding and trying to maybe communicate with family that she hasn't known, and also ask her if there was anyone that had a passion for the trains and the railways, or worked with the trains and the railways in her family.
C'è qualcuno, Silvana, che ha avuto una passione per i treni e che ha lavorato con i treni nella tua famiglia? One second, Marcus. The lady came, Maria Grazia. She said, "Sorry, I was working. I had earphones, but I didn't understand well." And she said, Maria Grazia Linda Schettini. She said, "It could be my father that was died for a stroke, and in a clinic, and he was a sailor. I have a picture with him, a sailorman with a hat, and August is the wedding month."
I know it's an important date. I know it's an important date.
And the ring with the red stone was my mother, and he gave the ring to him. He gave the ring to the mommy, and Franco is the name of my brother, who is his first son.
Oh,
there he is. Yeah.
I knew this man was here telling me this.
Yeah.
So, does Maria want to come live with us?
Maria Grazia, vuoi venire live? Un secondo, Silvana, facciamo prima Maria Grazia. Allora, Maria Grazia, Linda Schettini, vuoi venire live?
I didn't think the spirit world would bring me someone that wasn't here, you know. It just didn't make sense.
Yeah, it was really. Okay, I invite. Okay. Okay, I try to invite her again. Ok. Allora, io vi ho messo oppure lo metto, facciamo così, mettiamolo nel banner. No, mettiamolo nel brand qua. No, banner. Allora, mettiamolo qui. Ok. Non so perché non si vede. Lo vedete? She said, "I don't look so good today." Maria Grazia, who cares?
Okay. Well, look, that's you know, that's what happens, isn't it? But I'm glad that she understands the information, and I know that there's a feeling that just give me a second. Let me just get him back, because the man I've got here very, very, very much wants to tell her, one, that he's okay, but two, that he's almost like a guardian angel to her.
Allora, lui dice che, cioè, che lui sta benissimo, Maria Grazia, che lui vorrebbe dirti che sta molto bene, che è diventato una specie di guida per te. Ok?
And she should understand that she was wanting to do lots of writing, or started doing lots of writing, and she put it down and stopped doing it, or the idea of it.
Allora, lei dice cioè lui dice che dovresti scrivere e non smettere di scrivere, perché ti spinge a scrivere. Allora, Maria Grazia, guarda che ti ho spedito l'invito su Messenger. Ok? Quindi vai su Messenger, Maria Grazia, clicca sul link, così entri nella diretta.
And while we're waiting, I do feel that her dad had been quite unwell for about 4 years, and we've been looking at changing his diet and getting him to look after himself better, but it was very difficult because her dad, he would like say yeah, but he didn't want to comply, you know.
Allora, intanto che tu ti colleghi, voleva dirti che dunque lui gli arriva che per 4 anni non è stato bene prima di morire e che avrebbe voluto seguire una dieta e tante volte ci ha pensato, eccetera, però poi alla fine praticamente non ce la faceva, insomma, e quindi non riusciva a fare questa dieta. Ok.
I'm grateful for everybody's patience, so I can tell you that. I'm going to have to learn Italian.
Allora dice che è molto grato per la pazienza di tutti, che lui deve imparare l'italiano. I know, but step by step. I hope that Maria Grazia can come. How do I see that she's coming? She pops out.
She'll just appear right at the bottom.
Yeah, it appears like you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did she respond to any of the things that we asked?
I think yes.
She said, I don't believe so.
Non ci riesce. She cannot come into. She doesn't. She doesn't. I don't know why.
Does she understand the information?
Comunque Maria Grazia, l'informazione è che il papà ha sofferto, che tuo papà aveva sofferto per 4 anni prima di avere l'infarto e che ha tentato varie volte di cambiare dieta, ma non ce l'ha fatta. Insomma, lo diceva sempre, cerco di mangiare meglio, eccetera, ma alla fine non ce la faceva.
Can you also tell her that I know that her father is making me feel as though they're a very competitive family with each other.
Allora, suo padre dice che voi in famiglia eravate molto competitivi l'uno con l'altro. Ok? She said, yes, everything is true. Yes, absolutely.
And yeah. what she's come to realize is that she's come to this realization that she's been actually looking into many of the things that have happened and actually been saying the words, I now begin to believe that things happen for a reason. That's been something that's been on her mind. And can she understand the lady in the family who fell down and quite badly hurt both of her knees? Because her father's telling me this.
Ok, allora c'è una donna che praticamente è caduta nella tua famiglia, si è fatta male a entrambe le ginocchia, è caduta per terra e poi dice che tuo papà a un certo punto ha fatto un po' un riassunto della sua vita ed è arrivato, ha guardato tutto un po' dall'alto ed è arrivato ad alcune considerazioni, ha capito delle cose riguardo alla vostra famiglia. Allora vediamo se c'è questa persona. Let's see if this person who fell on the knees.
Yeah, I know that I can keep seeing her father's name inscribed on something outside. So there must be some kind of memorial or something in a garden that they've put his name on or in his memory, because I know that I can keep seeing that, or the idea of having that. And he's conscious of this, he's aware of this, he's trying to show that he's around by talking about these things.
Ok, allora c'è forse un'insegna o un qualche cosa con scritto il suo nome nel giardino o comunque fuori o in casa, o c'è qualcuno che aveva pensato di fargli una sorta di memoriale di qualche cosa per suo papà, con il nome di suo papà, perché lui è lì intorno che continua a parlare di questa cosa. Allora Maria Grazia says, oh my God, yes, my aunt that later after falling her, I don't understand, but her sister is dead last week.
Oh.
Yeah.
And something to do with the knees? Or?
About the knees? Cioè per la caduta, dopo la caduta con le ginocchia? I think there's a bit of a delay from when we
Yeah.
talk. Yes. She has centro revisioni, non so come, dove ora gestiscono i miei fratelli. Cioè, oh yes, there's this name, his label, his name is on a center where they work, where her brothers work in this, and there's his name on that. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. What I wanted to say was that he's looking at her living room, and it's quite long, the one I'm seeing, and it's being decorated in like yellows and creams. And I can see Maria in this looking, thinking, thank God this is done now. So I know this must be something that's happening because he's talking about that.
Ok, allora tu hai una sala, Maria, che è decorata in giallo, in crema, un colore di questo tipo, e praticamente ti vede seduta in questa sala, che ti guardi intorno e dici: oh, meno male che questa cosa è finita, è conclusa, abbiamo finito la decorazione, eccetera. Perché lui parla molto di questo, e sta dicendo questo.
If it's not hers, then it's someone close to her and her father, because he's showing me this.
Ok, se non sei tu, yes, she said, my home. Yes, my home. Yeah.
He's doing this to let her know that he loves her, he's close to her, and he's enjoying her joys. He's saying that he has tried to whisper so she will have heard his words and had an experience of him.
Allora, lui dice, Maria Grazia, che ti sta dicendo questo, sta riportando questo evento, perché praticamente ti vuol far capire che ti ama, che è vicino a te e che gioisce della tua gioia. Quindi è molto felice insieme a te e ti ama molto. Ecco.
Just recently, and before I leave her, and I just want to say that her father is blowing her kisses, and he's got the most utmost respect for her, and that he feels that she has worked very hard and stayed humble as a person. But recently he says that she tried some shoes on and said, look how tall I am. And just ask if she understands that, or where that conversation has happened.
Allora lui dice se tu recentemente, allora che lui ti apprezza moltissimo, ha un rispetto profondo per la tua forza e per la tua umiltà, e che lui cerca comunque di sussurrarti di modo che tu possa sentire le sue parole. Dice se tu recentemente ti sei comprata un paio di scarpe, ti sei messa su questo paio di scarpe e hai detto: oh, come sono alta. She said, thank you, Daddy. I love you so. I also love you so. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, send her love from her father. I just want to say to
there's something I want to read this that she said. She said, I write and I do metaphonia. Okay. And lots of time he opens the bridge with his name.
Oh, so he's heard. Yeah. She's heard, but he wanted her to pick up her writing again and do more of it, because there's a feeling that she was slowing down with it.
Lui vuole che comunque tu prenda in mano la tua scrittura e che scriva ancora, perché è come se stessi scrivendo troppo poco ultimamente.
I'm going to leave it by saying that he's acknowledging the name of Paul or Paola or something like that. But I know that he's in the family, but he's also he wants her to know that he's okay.
Ok, allora dice che adesso ti lascia con quest'ultima cosa, dicendoti che sta dicendo un nome Paul, che è qualcuno della tua famiglia, e vuole dire che questo Paolo sta bene, e quindi sta bene, di non preoccuparsi, che non c'è nessun problema. She said, Maria Grazia says, I don't have any words. Marcus, thanks. I'm speechless. Thanks a lot.
Oh,
yeah, and she said, oh yes, I write, but sometimes she said, I don't trust myself. I'm scared that it's my mind. Okay.
Well, he wants her to pick it up and carry on. He's just showing me pool and snooker, or whatever you might call it in Italian. you know, the
Only
billiards.
snooker. Billiards. Okay. Paolo. Oh, she said Paolo is my cousin. Cousin.
Oh,
Okay.
well, he said his thoughts there.
Ok, ha detto che va tutto bene e poi ti sta mostrando il biliardo. Non so se giocava a biliardo o comunque ti sta mostrando questa cosa. That's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm going to say thank you to Maria.
Grazie Maria.
So Silvana, I was aware of her father and needing that care, but she wasn't able to be totally involved. I don't know if she's still here, but I know that what he's doing is he's trying to wrap loving energy around her and 2 or 3 other people in the family, as though people have their communication is eroded between some people in the family.
What does it mean eroded?
It's like kind of it's broken down. It's not really happening like it
eroded. Ok, yes, ok. Allora Silvana, se sei ancora qua, dice che allora tuo papà ti vuole dire che la comunicazione nella tua famiglia sia un po' erosa, sia un po' spezzata nella tua famiglia.
And I've just got to say, her father, he's got a very sweet tooth, showing me fruit tarts, cakes, this kind of thing. And I know that he absolutely loves things that have been nicely made. You know, he appreciates like a patisserie or something. You know, that's what he's showing me.
Allora, tuo papà Silvana sta mostrando delle torte, delle torte di frutta, delle cose con dei dolci di pasticceria e cose così, perché gli piacevano molto e gli piacevano molto le cose fatte bene, che erano presentate bene e fatte bene. È molto...
I've obviously never met Silvana, but he's making reference to having quite a sweet voice, and he loves hearing her voice.
Allora, lui dice che tu hai una bellissima voce e che lui ha sempre amato ascoltare la tua voce. Silvana said it's true. It's true.
Also, can she understand that there were like 2 passings very close together, where we lost 2 people in the family very close together?
Allora, she said he was glutton. He was very glutton. yeah. But anyway, allora Silvana dice che tu hai avuto 2 morti vicine, 2 persone che sono andate molto vicine. Vero? Yes, she said yes.
And he knows that there have been times where she has seen his face either in her mind or in her dreams, and he wants her to know that he's been aware that the last 2 years, or about 2 years ago, 18 months ago, she felt really not happy. And there were times where she thought she didn't even want to be here. But he's so glad that she's built up her strength mentally and emotionally. And he's saying it's never going to be that bad again.
Allora, Silvana, questo è bellissimo. Allora, dice che dunque a volte tu hai visto il suo viso e lui comunque ti è comunque molto vicino e dice che circa 2 anni fa, 1 anno e mezzo fa, 18 mesi fa, tu hai avuto un momento in cui sei andato molto giù e lui dice che ti vuole dire che ha molto apprezzato il fatto che tu sia riuscita emozionalmente a superare questo momento e ti vuole dire che non accadrà mai più, non ti accadrà mai più di sentirti così. That's moving, very moving.
She said there was 3 people, but there was 2 very close together and then 1 several months later. That's what I know. But what
there were 3 people. 3 people. Ok, 2 vicine. Ok, lui dice però 2 vicine e poi una diversi mesi più tardi è successo.
She must have a hat that belonged to her father.
Deve aver avuto un cappello che apparteneva a suo padre.
She
said, I'm very happy. Thank you, I'm very happy.
Oh, prego.
Yeah.
Can you tell her there's a female dog in the spirit world, which it seemed to be kept alive for quite a long time. So I know it feels very shaky, and it was losing weight and wasn't able to consume water for a while. But I know it's very soft, and it was a very housebound dog. I don't know if she recognizes it, but I know her father has that with him.
Ok, ha detto che tuo padre ha con sé un cagnolino, è una femmina, un cagnolino femmina, che è molto fluffy, è molto morbido, un cagnolino così, e dice che è stato tenuto in vita a lungo, aveva difficoltà a bere nell'ultimo, e era un po', tremava un po', e dice che ce l'ha con lui. Se lo riconosci. Se riconosci questo cagnolino, questa cagnolina. We have only 4 minutes, but anyway.
What I'm going to do while we're waiting for her to respond, I'm just going to say there's a lady here that tells me that her daughter has her ring and she wears her ring and spins it round her finger. She doesn't understand that. She's saying no to that.
No, she said no about the dog. She doesn't realize that.
See if she can find it.
Yeah. Dice che comunque c'è una figlia, there's a daughter, there's a daughter, you said?
No, I'm sorry, just let Silvana just see if she can find that, because it will be something for her. So.
Ok, comunque se lo puoi trovare in un futuro, perché è qualcosa per te, questo cagnolino è qualcosa per te. Comunque c'è questa signora che ha un anello al dito e che continua a farlo girare sul dito.
Yeah, so this is now moving on from Silvana. I'm moving on from Silvana now. So I have a lady.
There's another lady. Ok, c'è un'altra signora.
So I have a lady in the spirit world that is making reference to there being cancer in her chest or breast where it happened twice, and her daughter has her ring and wears her ring. There's two rings, but her daughter wears one of them.
Ok, allora c'è una signora, questo lo facciamo velocemente, c'è una signora che ha avuto un cancro qui ai polmoni, un cancro at the lungs, cancer in the lungs.
Breast or chest?
Chest, ok, o al seno o comunque al petto, 2 volte, e c'è sua figlia che ha 2 anelli, ma uno è quello che lo fa girare, che continua a farlo girare sul dito. Ok, she said Emanuela Bambara. Emanuela Bambara is saying, it can be my mother, the lady who makes the ring.
Emanuela, can you understand that your mother would have put on a very brave face and been very almost dismissive of the I'm okay, don't worry about me, almost like, very stoic.
Yeah. Allora, ti risulta che questa signora aveva un viso molto coraggioso, aveva messo una maschera di grande coraggio e che faceva come se le cose andassero molto bene, che non c'era nessun problema.
And while she's looking to answer, also that when her mum passed, it shocked her so deeply, it made her physically ill, it made her quite sick.
E quando sua madre è andata, praticamente è stata molto male, si è sentita molto male, molto molto male. She said no cancer in the breast.
Well, that's not her then. Not her. Thank you for speaking to me, Emanuela.
Ok, grazie Emanuela, ma non sei tu. One lady is saying my aunt, Rosie Naldini. The thing is that Sì, Rosie Naldini, she said yes.
And if she understands that her aunt was like her mother or connected to her mother, I don't mind that.
Ok, è una persona automamma o... Silvana said, you're not talking about me, right? No, we're not talking about you.
Well, unless she can understand everything I've said, I wasn't intending to, but it could be the case because I was still talking to her.
Okay, anyway, so I'm sorry that I have to tell you that we've run out of time because it's 1 hour. Oh.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, listen, I'm here doing my best. And
Yeah,
it's not, and you're doing your best, and everyone's doing their best. It's
yeah,
it's
tutti stiamo
difficult.
facendo il nostro meglio.
Yeah, it's not easy, but we're doing what we can, and I
Yeah.
hope people have enjoyed it and got something from it, and we managed to connect with a couple of people, right?
Right. It was wonderful. I mean, there was people that say, "Oh my God, it was so detailed. Oh my God, lots
Oh,
of
well,
people."
that's good.
Yeah. And there's people, "No, you're going away. No, not yet." But we have to, because there's another relator. But okay, I want to say, okay, you are extraordinary, Marcus, and Sophia is saying thank you so much, and everybody. And what I wanted to say to everybody, where they can find you. Allora, voi potete comunque seguire Marcus Day, lui ha 2 dirette alla settimana, il mercoledì, Wednesday and Sunday, right?
Normally Wednesday and Saturday.
And
Normally, but I sometimes change it up,
Yeah. Allora, normalmente lo trovate su The Medium Wave of Marcus Day, su Facebook. Ovviamente non ci sarà la traduzione, no translation, of course, but they can follow up and they can start learning a little bit of English. And potete imparare un pochino di inglese.
There is subtitles, and I don't know if they come up in Italian or whether they come up in English. I don't know.
Ok, forse ci sono I sottotitoli, but anyway, we can host you other times if you want to, and you also can come on my page, and there's a lot of people following. Yes, and so wherever
that's
you want.
Nice. I'm going to learn Italian and come back.
Allora, ha detto che impara italiano e poi ritorna. Allora, The Medium Wave with Marcus Day?
Yeah, that's the one.
Ok, allora ve l'ho messo nei commenti, questo, eccolo qua. Questo è dove lo trovate su Facebook 2 volte alla settimana e vedrete anche gli orari. Quindi Marcos, ti ringraziamo infinitamente. Thank you so much. Thank you.
For having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you to everybody who endured the difficulty and stayed patient and was kind.
Allora, lui sta ringraziando tutti perché nonostante la difficoltà iniziale di questo primo contatto, comunque vi ringrazio perché siete stati molto pazienti, siete rimasti e avete voluto ascoltare ancora. Grazie di tutto. Ok, thank you so much and we hope to see you soon. Ciao ragazzi, un bacione.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye bye.